Hello again, everyone. Welcome to this Sunday. This is our New Year's Eve edition of Thoroughbred Action from beautiful Gulfstream Park. Jason Blewett joining you outside the walking ring. Weather's perfect. We're dark Monday, so this is the last day of racing here at GP for 2018. Have a great New Year. And speaking of great, here's Pete Aiello with much, much more.
11 races in total on the Sunday afternoon. Our last card of 2018 begins with a fast main track and a firm turf course. First of the day over the main track at 1 mile. Maiden claimers in for 12,500. A field of 7. Off-time favorite number 2, El Playon.
Racing at Gulfstream. From the center, Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe had a smooth beginning. El Playon, the favorite, is away in good shape toward the inside. Home Drill reaching up for position, and out in the center, here's Watch Your Step as they link up with the main course. Watch Your Step from the outside gate has the lead, but there's a host of pursuers as Home Drill moves up toward the inside. Noble King, splitting rivals, Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe alongside Rising Storm. 5 across the course here. That's good news if you back the favorite El Playon, who's settling in second last, and Bruno Knows Best is last of all. The opening quarter quick here, 23-1. Sprint-like fractions for the mile journey here with Home Drill in front by a head. Watch Your Step on the outside. Second, tucked in third is Noble King. From between horses, Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. Out 3 wide and Rising Storm. 4 wide, but on a move is El Playon, and the trailer is Bruno Knows Best. The half mile was 46-4 as they speed along as they round the far turn. With the advantage, it's now Watch Your Step by ahead. Home Drill back to second. Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe is third. El Playon is up on the outside. He's fifth and gaining ground. Has some pace to chase as well with less than 5/16 to go. Watch Your Step on the outside. Home Drill boxing on toward the inside. Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe set down by Hernandez. Wide on the course is El Playon. He continues to grind away after 3 quarters in 1:12-2. They're at the top of the stretch. Watch Your Step in the 2 path. Home Drill toward the rail. These two kick on. El Playon just didn't fire a kick here as Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe tries to lift late. In deep stretch, Home Drill back for more. Watch Your Step. Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. He's the one putting his best foot forward late, and Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe runs by to win it. Very close for second. Watch Your Step or Home Drill. El Playon finished fourth in 1:39-3.
Number 4, Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe makes his second start in South Florida, winning one, lifting late under jockey Brian Hernandez Jr., Ken McPeak, and owner Harold Lerner. 7, Watch Your Step wins a close photo for second ahead of the 6, Home Drill, ran third. We move to the second race of the day, 5 furlongs on turf, start of the early pick 4. In today's second race, scratch the 1 Dealer's Girl, Luis Castillo on number 9, It's Easy to Say. A field of 9, favorites for 5, Fallen Leaf, and 7, Band of Angels.
And they're off. Little Christina was a step slower than the others. Fallen Leaf wins the break with Ela moving to challenge. Band of Angels away on the top flight. She's now third. At the inside, Storm Temple Pilot follows along fourth ahead of Delicious Pursuit. Then back to Cordell. Stretch of another 2 to Malibu Stella, who's ahead of Little Christina. It's Easy to Say is last. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. The speed of the speed is Ela. And Ela leads by a length and a half. Band of Angels is second. Back to third is Fallen Leaf. 3 wide Cordell. From between horses, Delicious Pursuit. Then Storm Temple Pilot ahead of Little Christina. Malibu Stella's not picked up her feet. It's Easy to Say is at the back as they run to the top of the stretch. Here's Band of Angels issuing a challenge to Ela up front. Cordell's over the top and charging hard with Little Christina. In between horses, Delicious Pursuit. Down the center and Storm Temple Pilot. 1/8 of a mile to go now. Cordell puts a neck in front. Delicious Pursuit hanging right with her. Cordell, Delicious Pursuit. Cordell is in front. It's Cordell to win it. Delicious Pursuit was second. Third was Little Christina, then Storm Temple Pilot.
Number 4, Cordell crosses the wire first, but the stewards removed that win from Cordell. They ruled that she was guilty of interference to multiple horses in the final 1/8 of a mile. Making the victory now is number 8, Delicious Pursuit, at a big number under jockey Paco Lopez, for trainer Leon Minot and owner Robert Slack. Moving to second was the 3, Little Christina, and moving to third was number 2, Storm Temple Pilot. We'll be right back.
One of the world's most anticipated thoroughbred racing events of the year returns. The 3rd annual Pegasus World Cup Invitational at Gulfstream Park in South Florida. Drawing competition from around the world with a $16 million purse split between 2 Grade 1 races. On the dirt and on the turf. Experience the incredible fashion, spectacular world-class service and entertainment, and the unrivaled adrenaline of the Pegasus World Cup Invitational. Saturday, January 26th at Gulfstream Park. Get your tickets now at PegasusWorldCup.com.
Back now for the third race of the afternoon, 6 furlongs over the main track. Today's third race brings out maiden claimers of the 2-year-old filly variety. We have a field of 6. The off-time favorite is number 1, Elegant Rose.
And they're off. Elegant Rose, the favorite, last to begin. Was a good start for Miami Rose, who hits the ground running. Up on the outside, Miss Marcella's away in second. Down inside, How Sweep It Is takes over third. Starship Halo is now back to fourth, and then down inside goes Elegant Rose. On with God, the newcomer, trying to get motivated at the back of the field as they go to the half-mile point. With the advantage, Miami Rose and Leonel Reyes now leads 3 parts of length. Racing from second is Miss Marcella. How Sweep It Is put into the clear, 3 wide to make a move from third. It's a gap of 2.5 to Starship Halo. At the rail, and Elegant Rose, and 3 wide is On with God with less than 3/8 to run. Up front, Miami Rose held together with a neck in front. On the outside, Miss Marcella keeps the pressure on second. How Sweep It Is third while losing her pitch a bit. 3 lengths back to the rail, and Elegant Rose followed fifth by On with God, and there's a 1/4 mile left to go. They went 46-3 for the half mile, and they're at the top of the stretch. With the advantage, it's Miami Rose tackled outside by Miss Marcella. These two stride for stride with 1/8 mile left. Elegant Rose is on late at the fence. 16th to go. Miss Marcella hits the lead. Miami Rose stays on second, and that's the way they'll finish. Miss Marcella at 5-1 in front. Miami Rose was second. Elegant Rose was third. Then How Sweep It Is, and 112-1.
Nice price on the Antonio Sano trainee. Number 6, Miss Marcella gets the victory. Hard used in the stretch run, but up to the task under jockey Tyler Gaffleone for owners Margoth and Palomar Racing Stable. Second, number 3, Miami Rose, and third was number 1, Elegant Rose. To the fourth race now at 6 furlongs over the main track, maidens of the 2-year-old special weight variety. Scratch number 6, Golden Idol, a field of 6, heavily favored. Number 3, Admiral Lynch.
They're off. Great start for Robin Take Charge, who looks like he wants to do just that. Up on the outside, Greater Cairo is up to challenge. Sea Shark is being sent through by Louis Saez to try to gain the lead. Away in fourth is the favorite, Admiral Lynch. Then back to La Hinch, and Papillon has no early speed. He's last of all as Sea Shark now puts a neck in front. Right back at him is Greater Cairo. They're 2 better than Admiral Lynch, who was outpaced early, but he's now 3 wide and in a contending spot. La Hinch is down toward the rail ahead of Robin Take Charge, who won the start but is now in front of only one, and that's Papillon at the back. 22-2 for a contentious opening quarter speed. There's less than 3 furlongs to go. Sea Shark comes under pressure. Greater Cairo between. 3 wide, Admiral Lynch given the green light to try to collar the top duo. 2.5 clear of La Hinch. Then Robin Take Charge with a 1/4 mile left to go. Saez is all over Sea Shark. He's battling on toward the inside. Outside, and Admiral Lynch from between horses. That's Greater Cairo. The rail is open for La Hinch, and Paco sends him through there with 1/8 mile to go. Sea Shark is all heart, and he's back for a narrow lead. On the outside, and Admiral Lynch right alongside. Back to third is La Hinch. Sea Shark, Admiral Lynch, and Sea Shark. Sea Shark, all heart, photo finish.
Really exciting stretch run. The top 2 left nothing in reserve as number 3, Admiral Lynch, guts out a game victory as the big favorite under jockey Amisai Al Jaramillo, the trainer Jorge Navarro, and owner Joseph Pasecker. They've had a great week. Number 1, Sea Shark, has to go on the list as he ran so well to be second ahead of number 2, La Hinch, who was a well-beaten third. We move now to the 5th race of the afternoon, the start of another pick 3 on turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Scratch the alternates 13 through 16, a field of 12. The off-time favorites included the 5, Burn and Daylight, and the 10, Jupiter Rising.
And they're up. From the inside, Spinos begins well. Up on the outside, Jupiter Rising has speed and is trying to work over. Farther out than him is It's a New Year, followed by Son of Greatness and Salute and Serve, who are down toward the inside. Very wide on that first turn run was American Ninja. Couldn't help it. He was in the 12 post and landed 5 wide. Then in between horses goes Burnin' Daylight. Lemon Blitz is down toward the rail. Up on his outside race both Killer Kitten and Honey Don't. And the early trailer is Slot Receiver. Into the backstretch they go. The opening quarter was aggressive, 22-4. To the backstretch they run. Spinos and Marcos Meneses on the engine. They lead by 2. Up on the outside, Jupiter Rising is now second. At the rail, Salute and Serve third. 3 wide while fourth is It's a New Year. Then in between horses, Son of Greatness. Epic Love is toward the fence. Followed out wide on the course by Honey Don't. Then it comes American Ninja and Burnin' Daylight. Slot Receiver tries to play catch up, and the one that's not being persevered with is Lemon Blitz, as Lemon Blitz has lost the irons at the back. They swing around the far turn. They went 46-2 for the opening half mile, and they're up run to the top of the stretch. Jupiter Rising and Luis Saez now let go for a narrow lead. Up on the outside, It's a New Year chimes into it. 4 wide. Slot Receiver slamming on the brakes in tight there with Spinos. Off the turn in the stretch drive. Slot Receiver, who was last early, is charging hard down the center. In between horses, It's a New Year. These two move away from Jupiter Rising third. Final eighth of a mile. Slot Receiver battles on, and toward the inside, It's a New Year. Slot Receiver close to home. Slot Receiver with the upset. Second, It's a New Year. Third, Jupiter Rising. Then Honey Don't in 129-2.
Number 6, Slot Receiver, brings the upset here in today's 5th race, winning at a nice price under Roberto Alvarado Jr. for a barn that's been hot but flying under the radar doing it, and Jorge Duarte Jr. and Colts Neck Stable. Second, number 11, It's a New Year. Third was number 10, Jupiter Rising. Time for another commercial timeout. Still to come, the Rainbow Six sequence. Maiden Claimers take center stage right after this.
And Go Zepper is pulling away. Go Zepper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Go Zepper kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Back now for race number 6 on the afternoon. The 6th race was the start of today's Rainbow Six. Maiden Claimers of the $16,000 variety. These are 2-year-old fillies. Field of 10 signed on. This was a wide open betting race.
And they're off. Slow start for Stormy's Giant. Was a quick start for Polsha, who's reaching out for the early lead. Rosepath has a bit of tactical speed. Horizon up on the outside into the top flight. And Papa's Girl from the fence is now moving close. It's Papa's Girl to put a neck in front. Polsha between horses. Rosepath is 3 wide. Flying My Way is a bit keen while racing in 4th. Back to 5th, My Sebastiana. Then comes Horizon, a length and a half in front of Harmony's Angel. Grey Dove is on the outside. Miss Heart's at the back with Stormy's Giant through the opening quarter mile in 23-4. Down the backstretch they go. It's Papa's Girl with the advantage under Alvarado, a half in front of Polsha's second. Rosepath is 3 wide while third. Down at the inside, 4th is Flying My Way. Back to 5th and Horizon outside of My Sebastiana. Then at the fence goes Harmony's Angel. She's about 5 lengths off the lead and last of the main flight. It's 3 more to the Grey Dove, then Miss Heart, and Stormy's Giant is last. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. 3 furlongs left to go. Polsha on the outside. Papa's Girl toward the rail. Papa's Girl fights on and now extends the lead to 3 parts of a length. Polsha's an all-in second. Rosepath is third. Everyone else is politely backed away with a quarter of a mile left to go. Up front, it's still Papa's Girl and Robbie Alvarado with the lead. Polsha is still second. Rosepath is still third, and they're at the top of the stretch. Papa's Girl now wheels for home, widening on a 5-length lead. Polsha is all in and trying to hold on to second. Here's a late run at the rail from Miss Heart. She has a shot for second, but nobody's catching Papa's Girl. Papa's Girl puts down the knee and runs out the clock. She's an easy winner by about 8. It's going to get close then for second. In fact, too close to call between Miss Heart and Polsha. Rosepath was 4th in 138-4.
Number 1, Papa's Girl gets an easy victory here today. Well handled by Robbie Alvarado, who's beginning to heat up here in South Florida, moving this tack from Kentucky in the fairgrounds for the first time full-time this year. Second, number 2, Miss Heart. Third was number 3, Polsha. Ken McPeak gets a training double as Papa's Girl kicks off the Rainbow Six. We move now to race number 7 of the afternoon, the 7th race, the start of the late pick 5. This race to be run on turf at a mile and a 16th. Claimers in for $16,000. Scratch the 6, 14, 15, and 16. 13, Billy Big draws in. This was a wide open betting race.
And they're off. From between horses, Global Entry gets the first call. Moving between horses is Give to UK Cats. Up on the outside, Dexter Road is offensive-minded. And from the 12 post, Dexter Road trying to work over and lands ahead of Give to UK Cats. A bit tight in between horses was Vegas. Salt Mine is at the rail. Snuggly Bear's got no place to go as Billy Big is next. What Power's fighting the rider bad and is about 6 wide on the course. 4 wide to the first turn with Spin Cycle. Next at the rail is Piloting ahead of Uno Amayo, and it's a gap of 7 to Steelman Run. They race into the backstretch, and up front, the leader now is Dexter Road by a length and a quarter. Give to UK Cats is second. Spin Cycles on the outside of Billy Big. Billy Big is tugging while between horses. Global Entry is next at the rail, followed by Snuggly Bear and Vegas. Then back to Salt Mine. Piloting is between horses. What Power is 3 wide. 3 back to Uno Amayo, and taken out of the race was Steelman Run. Steelman Run pulled up. They make their way now to the final half mile of the contest, and with the advantage, it's still Dexter Road by a neck. Give to UK Cats on the outside second. Billy Big has horse no place to go yet third. Spin Cycle is fourth. Global Entry is fifth. Vegas in range while sixth, ahead of a retreating run from Snuggly Bear. Piloting is underway down at the rail in Salt Mine. What Power's being driven. Uno Amayo needs to pass most of them as they run to the top of the stretch. Here's Give to UK Cats on the outside of Dexter Road, and the class dropper Give to UK Cats strides forward to tackle the leader, Billy Big, into the clear and coming on. Late run down the center from Uno Amayo. Final furlong, and Give to UK Cats is given way as Billy Big and Dexter Road kick on. Dexter Road, Billy Big. Billy Big, Dexter Road, all heart. Billy Big surging, photo finish. Billy Big on the outside, Dexter Road toward the rail. It's picture time with Uno Amayo charging hard for third in 1:42 and 1.
Number 13, Billy Big wins a narrow decision. I'm certainly glad I didn't call that photo, as I would have called it wrong. Thought the 12 got the bob, and I was wrong, as Billy Big gets the money under Paco Lopez for Tammy Levy in the Drawing Away stable. 12, Dexter Road ran a really good race to just miss second, ahead of the 2, Uno Amayo, who finished third. We move now to the 8th race of the afternoon. The 8th race, the start of the late pick 4 at a mile on turf. Special weight runners of the maiden variety. Scratch the alternates 13 through 16, a field of 12. This was another wide open betting race.
And they're off. Awesome Maiden hopped at the start. It was a good start at the inside for Paint Them Blues Away, who fires to the top right alongside his Silver Kitten, and Delta's Kingdom comes away in good shape. She'll land third while 3 wide. Trying to work over his Mission from L to be a joint fourth alongside Weekend Madness, who's down at the rail. They're followed out wide on the course by Mississippi Coast. Astoundment saves ground for Johnny V. She's into the top flight about 6 lengths off the pace setter. A length and a half back to Corley and Bond, who's situated about 8 lengths off the lead. Then it's the team of Awesome Maiden and Great Sister Diane. Second last and unhold is Irish Intuition. Finer Things is last of the 12 as they roll into the backstretch. The opening quarter was strong, 23 seconds flat. Down the backstretch they go. Paco Lopez and Paint Them Blues Away by a neck. On the outside and Silver Kitten from second. Mission from L is at the inside, a joint third. Alongside her is Delta's Kingdom from fourth. Then it's back to the outside and Astoundment with Weekend Madness next. Out 3 deep is Mississippi Coast. They're followed by a wall of horses, including Awesome Maiden, who's going to take the worst of it. Irish Intuition in the 2 path. 3 wide, Coley and Bond. Great Sister Diane backs away. Still last is Finer Things as they round the far turn. Less than 3/8 of a mile to run. Silver Kitten up alongside of Paint Them Blues Away. Here's the run from Delta's Kingdom. Leparoo lets her go 3 wide. Mission from L needs some place to go. Off the turn in the stretch drive, and the rail is open for Mission from L, and she slips through a narrow opening under Tyler G. Down the center, and Delta's Kingdom coming on. And now Mission from L has kicked it into another gear. Mission from L by 2.5. The battle's going to be for second. It's going to be close. Mission from L will win it. Very close for second. Either Delta's Kingdom or Silver Kitten in 137 flat.
Huge run here today from number 10, Mission from L, and it's a milestone victory for jockey Tyler Gaffleone, who puts his talents on showcase in that race, and it's only appropriate as this was his 1,000th riding success. Brendan Walsh trained the daughter of Noble Mission for Owners Run Like L, LLC. Second, number 9, Delta's Kingdom, who just got up ahead of number 2, Silver Kitten, who ran third. We move now to the 9th race of the afternoon. 6 furlongs the journey. Claimers in for $6,250. A field of 8. Favorite with the 3, Nicky's Papa.
And And they're off. Slow beginning for One Bad Hombre at the back. Good start for High Mischief, a good start for Subfactum, and here's the favorite, Nicky's Papa, moving up. These three across the course. They've opened 3 on El Zeus, then Lovingard Samar, Don Figure between horses. One Bad Hombre next at the rail, and Joe Kane is last of all. They make their way down the backstretch. The speed duel is on up front. Nicky's Papa to the inside, to the outside, and Subfactum. Racing from third is High Mischief. In stride fourth is El Zeus. Racing from fifth is Lovingard Samar, then One Bad Hombre. Don Figure is second last. The trailer remains Joe Kane through a 23-second opening quarter speed. Less than 3/8 of a mile to run. Nicky's Papa to the inside. Subfactum to the outside. They're hooked up heads apart. 3 better than El Zeus. He's being asked to quicken by Jimenez. Only 4 lengths off the lead. High Mischief is in retreat, and they're at the top of the stretch. 46-3 for a half mile. Off the turn they run. Subfactum now has a narrow lead. Boxing on second is Nicky's Papa. 4 clear of El Zeus. Then High Mischief. 1/8 of a mile to go. Lionel Reyes asking Subfactum to put away Nicky's Papa, and he looks like he's doing just that. It's Subfactum on the board at 5-2. He'll score and win by 2 in the end. Nicky's Papa was second. El Zeus was third. High Mischief finished fourth.
Number 3, Nicky's Papa has to settle for second as the best kick late went to number 4, Subfactum, who wins as the second choice in the wagering. On the class drop under jockey Lionel Reyes for Jose Garofalo and Santera Sable. Second, number 3, Nicky's Papa, and third was number 6, El Zeus. Time for another commercial break. The late daily double still to come. We're on the turf right after this. Back now for race number 10 on the program. 1 mile and 3/16 over the turf to kick off the late daily double. Scratch for 3 and 12. Jose Ortiz rides 7, Burn, James Burn. The off-time favorite was number 6, Aludarer.
And they're up. Good start for the Green Moster, a good start for Burn, James Burn. They're the first 2 out. Down inside, Baltic Art comes away with speed. Far outside, Peacock Kitten trying to get over. And Peacock Kitten and Tyler Gaffleone will get over from the 11 post. They'll lead the way past the wire the first time. Burn, James Burn, taking in hand second. On the outside and racing third is Hey Big Guy. Following him is Annihilator. He's about 3 lengths off the lead. The big favorite, Eludarer, is now 3 wide toward the back of the field. Blue Harbor's widest of all. Baltic Art saves ground without remorse. Slams on the brakes. Just ahead of him is Enough is Enough. The pace is slowing down to the opening quarter in 24-4 at 9-2. The leader is Peacock Kitten by a length and a half. Racing in second position is Hey Big Guy toward the inside, and Burn, James Burn third. Back to fourth, Annihilator. Racing between horses, the Green Moster, Blue Harbor out wide. Baltic Art is at the rail. Then it's the 2 grays, Eludarer and Enough is Enough, and the trailer is Without Remorse. Down the backstretch they go. They went the opening half mile in 50-1. Still up front, Peacock Kitten leads the way by a length and a half. Burn, James Burn is pocketed up toward the inside. Outside of him is Hey Big Guy. Back to fourth, Annihilator. Then Blue Harbor, who's plotted a wide journey. The Green Moster between horses. Eludarer making a sharp move, but he's having to go 5 wide to do it. Here's Eludarer on the far outside, all the way up into fourth. Trying to follow that move without remorse. Enough is Enough held up at the back. And now the pace quickens. Eludarer on the outside is now challenging for the lead with Peacock Kitten. Burn, James Burn begins to look for racing room, followed by Hey Big Guy and Blue Harbor, and they wheel in. It's Peacock Kitten who has something in the tank here. Burn, James Burn tips out 3 wide. Eludarer is now between horses. Back to fourth and Baltic Art, 1/8 of a mile to go. With the advantage, Peacock Kitten. Burn, James Burn launching late, and Burn, James Burn is in time. Second is Peacock Kitten. Third is Eludarer. Fourth is the Green Moster, then Baltic Art. 155-1. And runners away. The favorite was away well. Sea of Hope reaching out for the early lead, sent between horses, as you should be so lucky, and you should be so lucky will put a neck in front. Sea of Hope is taken in hand. He's not happy about it. He's a bit keen while racing second. Sean Mesian is on the outside. From between horses goes Cobble Hill. The top four separated by 2 lengths. Racing into fifth is Spindle Top. Then Proliferate, who's situated about 5.5 lengths off the lead. Then it's a gap. It's about 3 more to Wild Mission. Out wide on the course is Overbold as AK Safari works between horses. And then it's back at the inside goes Dramatic Kitten. Sir Chubby's just ahead of him while 3 wide. Art Object is last of all. The opening quarter was 23-3. Down the backstretch they go. You Should Be So Lucky leads Cobble Hill 3 parts of a length. Sean Mesian tugging while 3 wide. Sea of Hope is next. Spindle Top's going to try to secure the rail as Sea of Hope looks like he wants to work to the outside. Bracketing him in is Proliferate, who's 3 wide. It's a gap of another 2 to AK Safari, who's got no place to go. Overbold is 3 wide at the inside and Wild Mission. Then back to the team of Sir Chubby and Dramatic Kitten. Art Object is still last as they round the far turn. You Should Be So Lucky has the lead. Sean Mesian is next. Sea of Hope trying to get out. He's now 4 wide. That'll send 5 wide Proliferate with a quarter of a mile left to go. It's Sea of Hope who has the lead. The rail open for Spindle Top. Over the top and coming on now. Here's the run from Proliferate. 1/8 of a mile to go. Proliferate on the outside of Sea of Hope. Sea of Hope and Proliferate. Sea of Hope has lost the lead to Proliferate, who's surging to the lead. Proliferate will win it. Chris Landeros can do no wrong as Proliferate gets the job done. Sea of Hope second, well clear of Spindle Top third. Then You Should Be So Lucky.
Eleven up, 11 down. Want to wish everybody out there a safe and happy New Year's Eve. We're back at it here, starting 2019 this coming Tuesday, January 1st, with a 10-race card that gets underway at 12:35. Good night, everybody, and Happy New Year.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.